What's up? What's up? What's up, my mind your money business folks? It's me yet again with another video on today's stock market news. As always, hopefully you're in the market and not trying to time the market. And as you can see by my backdrop, I'm in another location. I'm actually in Seoul, Korea. Yeah, I decided to just get away. I mentioned it on a previous video. You have to take care of yourselves, people. Get away, take a break. You can't continue to just work, work, work. You have to take care of yourself. But I'm still tracking the market. It just closed about, I think, an hour ago. Yeah, because it's 6 o'clock in the morning here. So I think it closed like an hour and 20 minutes ago. So let's get into the news today. It says here the S&P 500, the Dow, the Nasdaq seesaw as bond sell-off eases after House okays Trump's tax bill. So they okayed Trump's tax bill, which had some major things within it. I looked at it briefly last night, but yeah, take a look at his tax bill and what they're looking at approving. So it says here, U.S. stocks made little progress on Thursday as investors assess the House narrow vote to approve President Trump's big, beautiful tax bill and what it means for the growing U.S. debt pile. My camera's a little dark. It's a little dark in here. That's why I open up the curtains behind me. But yeah, hopefully it's not too bad. Either way, it says the Dow Jones Industrial Average was roughly flat. The S&P 500 narrowly fell into negative territory on the day, sliding less than 0.1%, while tech-heavy Nasdaq Composite popped about 0.3%. All three averages gave up solid gains in the final hours of trading. Gave it up. So the House of Representatives passed Trump's giant tax and spending package by a single vote. I believe it was like 215 to 214. After a last gap revision aimed at winning over conservative Republican holdouts. Changes include a more generous deduction for state and local tax paved the way for the bill moving a step closer to becoming law. So Wall Street is worried that the legislation could add trillions to the existing 36 trillion deficit. I think it's talking about adding at least $4 more trillion of debt. Especially after Moody's directly cited the proposal in downgrading the U.S. credit rating. So longer dated bond yields in high focus after a Moody's downgrade shined a spotlight on the U.S. debt, eased after a steady march higher in recent days. The 30-year yield dipped slightly below 5.1% after it flirted with highs last seen during the financial crisis. The benchmark 10-year yield fell around 4.55%. So meanwhile, Bitcoin continued to set fresh record highs, topping $111,000 for the first time as the leading cryptocurrency rose over 3% to $111,878. Ether also made gains amid growing institutional demand. So U.S. economic output rebounded in May as businesses digested President Trump's tariff roadblock. S&P 500 Global Flash U.S. Composite PMI, which captures activity in both the services and manufacturing sectors, climbed to 52.1 in May compared to 50.6 in April. So meanwhile, in a sign of a softening U.S. labor market, the weekly report on initial job losses claims released on Thursday showed the number of Americans filing for unemployment insurance on a continuing basis totaled 1.9 million, bringing the 4-week moving average of continuing claims to its highest level since November of 2021. And that's pretty much it. You know, the tax bill is getting closer to being put into law, which will put the United States in trillions of dollars or more debt. We're already at 36 trillion, which is a lot, right? But we as Americans need to understand, like, that debt, that's our debt. So that means taxes may go up at some point. Um, Prices of goods and services may also go up with these tariffs issues. So, with all that being said, you need to invest, people. You have to invest your money. You have to be smart with your money. Even though these things are going up, you still can live a good life. You can live below your means, living a good life. You can invest your money. You can save your money. Get out of debt. Get out of that personal loan debt. Get out of student loan debt. Get out of credit card loan debt. Get out of car. I think I said that already. Just get out of all debt, personal. Just get out of debt, people. Pay off your mortgage if you have one. Put money away for your kids' college fund. Create your emergency fund. It sounds like a lot, but it is doable. It can be done if you just focus and create a plan by starting a budget and remain disciplined. Slow and steady. You don't have to rush. You will have to turn off the television because by watching TV, it will cause a lot of fear. You have to stay off of social media. Stop comparing your life to others, which you don't know if it's true or not. All you know is what you see. And just focus on you. I think it is your God-given right to have more than enough, to have an abundance of things, to be able to take care of you and your family. The only reason why I believe that we're not is because we're unaware of that fact, and we're paying too much attention to other things and not ourselves. We're not minding our business. Again, that's the reason why I named this channel Mind Your Money Business. Pretty much mind your business. Focus on you. Stop focusing so much on other people, places, and things, because you really have no idea of what's going on behind the scenes in other people's lives and governments. But you do know everything that needs to be known about you and your situation. So focus more on that. And I believe the more you focus on yourself, which is what I believe the Creator wants us to do, focus more on you. And as you focus on you and you begin to change, and things around you change, because you will start to change, if that makes sense. But either way, yeah, again, I'm reading this book, right, that I've had for a while. And it's called The Millionaires of Genesis. Their Prosperous Secrets for You by Catherine Ponder. Like chapter 1 is the first millionaire, Adam. The pioneering millionaire, Abraham. The minority millionaire, Ishmael. The peaceful millionaire, Isaac. The persistent millionaire, Jacob. Jacob's success covenant. Jacob's overall success philosophy. The first billionaire, Joseph. The first millionaire, Ruth. So, pretty much, like, I've only read the first chapter. It's pretty much a mindset that she's talking about, because she's saying, like, there's this substance, and she says the Bible talks a lot about substance. It's all about how you form this substance, right? Which is pretty much your thoughts. There's more than enough, that surrounds us that we can take advantage of, but we're just not focused enough on what it is that we really want and truly need. And so we're not forming our thoughts correctly, because our thoughts are what's creating the situation that we're living in. It's like attracts like, in a sense. Like, if you keep thinking negatively, then you should not wonder why you're always involved or finding yourself in negative situations, or situations that aren't good for you, right? So it's all about the way that you think. Think. All right, so I'm going to end this video. So like, comment, subscribe, share this video. Let me know what you think, if you think anything at all. I'm going to get out here today. Hopefully, I don't know if the sun's going to come out or not. But either way, yeah, I'm going to enjoy these few days of being in Seoul. Gonna, just get out. Suggest and request that you do the same. Disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor, nor am I pretending to be one, so please consult with a financial advisor before you invest any of your hard-earned money. All right, so you guys take care. Have a blessed day. Peace.